Finest. Jeff Hammings. Juice.
We're in a pub.
Yes.
White Rabbit.
We're in the White Rabbit.
Which is a legendary Brighton pub.
Is it legend? Has it got legendary status?
Very much so, yeah.
Well, I like it. We moved here. I've just recently moved away from Brighton, but we moved here about 6 years ago, and I've been coming here since then. So.
Okay. Oh, you've been coming to this pub?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, where are you living now?
At the moment, we're touring, and we're currently out of residence. We're nowhere to live. Yeah.
So you're a nomadic.
Basically, yeah. I'm sure.
Got a bed to go to.
Well, I'm sure I'll probably end up on. I've actually got a camp bed at my mum's in the living room, which I'll end up back on for a bit, I reckon.
Yeah.
Before we inevitably move sort of back, I reckon maybe London bound probably.
Okay.
The drummer's already in London, so I think the rest of us might follow suit.
Okay. All right. How does that feel then? Not having a home in Brighton.
It feels sad because I love Brighton. I've loved it since I moved here, and it feels a bit scary not having anywhere to live. But I also feel quite happy the band's so busy that it doesn't really matter. It's quite nice being on the road that much.
Yeah.
You know,
okay.
Keeping busy.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you moved here 6 years ago, you said?
Yeah, I came here for uni when I was 18 and I'm 24 now, so I was here 6 years ago.
Did you know the other guys before then?
Funnily enough, we're all from the same area, which is around Bournemouth.
Right.
But we actually didn't really know each other in Bournemouth, and then we all moved here for uni, and then we actually got to know each other here as a band, which is quite strange.
Yeah. So you're here today for the resident store, store.
Yes.
Are you going to be doing you are going to be doing a session, a live session?
We are. We're going to try and keep it as full band as possible, because with these things they always want you to do it as stripped down as possible.
Yeah.
We kind of always feel better doing it full band, so we're going to see what we can get away with, basically.
Right, yeah. Just turn out and somebody says turn it down.
Yeah.
You might turn it down.
Exactly. See what happens.
So this is off the back of the new album, which has just come out.
Yeah.
Debut album.
Yeah. Came out Friday.
Exciting times for you.
We're absolutely ecstatic. It's really exciting. It feels like a long time coming. It feels kind of surreal that it's out now. Really excited.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So how long have you been together as a band?
Quite a while now. We formed in 2013, so it's been like a good 4 years of properly like slogging away kind of thing.
Is it still the same four?
It is the same four, yeah.
So do you remember, I mean obviously you kind of knew each other a bit.
Yes.
Maybe dabbled in music a bit.
Yeah, we were all playing in different bands and different projects, and this band sort of started as a side project actually, and it very quickly became the main focus.
Right. Okay. So, do you remember the first time you were all in the studio together?
Yeah, I do. I remember we drove up to Leeds to record our first single, and we were totally out of our depth. Me especially, because I wasn't a particularly good guitar player, and I'm not now. I'm actually quite. I'm still learning.
That's okay.
So, being in a studio and suddenly being under the microscope was quite scary. But we worked with a producer called MJ, who's in a band from Hookworms. That's right. He was amazing, really patient, really lovely, perfect person to be in a studio with for like the first time kind of thing. And he got a good few recordings out of us, so very grateful for that.
How did you hook up with him?
He was just the guy to go to. He was kind of like we loved some of the bands he'd worked with. There was a band, I don't know what they're doing at the moment, they're called Joanna Gruesome, who had done an album with him that we thought sounded great. We knew that he knew how to get a bit of energy in a recording and stuff. I mean, this was years ago, but that at the time it was kind of a bit of a go-to, really.
Yeah. That was before the studio, because you obviously heard about his studio, didn't you?
I know, yeah.
Flooded and everything.
Really
managed to salvage some gear, and
he's rebuilt it.
Album since then. Yeah.
Absolutely, that album that they just put out, I think, is brilliant. Actually, I really love it. I went and bought it from Resident the other day. Funnily enough,
supporting music.
There you go.
Vinyl or CD?
Vinyl.
Vinyl. Okay. So you still lose the vinyl, or you got?
Well, yeah. I think if you're gonna buy something, it's got to be as big as you can get it, so you can really hold it. Yeah. It's like a piece of art in itself, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you want it as big as it's blown up as it can be.
Brilliant stuff. Okay, so I noticed that the Maccabees are quite involved in this.
Yes.
Hugo and Felix,
that's
brothers.
Right. Mm-hmm. Hugo produced the song on the record, and Felix is putting the record out, so they're very involved in it.
Brilliant. And that was the first single?
Yeah, Hugo did the first single, that's right, How Can I Compete? It was called.
Yeah, okay. And how did you hook up with those guys?
They are both avidly into new bands, and they both really keep their ear to the ground.
Yeah.
Felix saw us supporting Wolf Alice in London must have been 2 or 3 years ago now. And from that point onwards just really got stuck in and expressed that he was interested, and we've had a great working relationship with him since then. So
okay. Right. So there's somebody else producing this album.
Yeah, so basically the whole record was produced by one guy who's called Jolien Thomas.
Right.
And he's also done Slaves and Royal Blood.
Yeah.
So we went away with him and we did a session in Oxfordshire where we just lived in the studio and did basically bash the whole album out in a couple of weeks with him, which was great, really great.
Brighton's finest. This is Juice.
It's a great album. And it's,
thank you very much.
Strong on the sort of melodies and the
Thank you.
hooks.
That's what we love, basically.
Yeah.
And as
Kind
melodic
of like
as
a bit
possible.
of a breath of fresh air, but also kind of surprise for
Nice
guys
one.
your age.
Right.
To really kind of understand
Well,
the power
We're
of
obsessed.
the melody. you know.
Thank you. We're obsessed with songwriting, all four of us. So we listen to like Beatles records and Beach Boys records, and we just try and mimic that as best as we can.
Yeah.
And then obviously you've got a bit of an alternative edge on it, because that's, I guess we've also listened to a lot of 90s music and stuff like that. So you've got that all mixed in, but the songwriting is what we do it for. Like, really, that's our favourite part of the whole process, really.
Because you all write, don't you?
We all write,
You all write.
yeah. So either one of us or two of us will start a song together, but the four of us will finish it together.
Yeah.
It's all very evenly spread out.
Okay. So one of the songs on the album is actually inspired by Brian Wilson, isn't it?
Yes, there's a song, the last song on the album called All That I Want Is You.
Yeah.
Me and Chris wrote it together, or wrote the lyrics together, and I just read a Brian Wilson autobiography, and we decided to take all the lyrics from anecdotes from the book.
Yeah.
Which I kind of think it was a kind of a little bit of a private joke, but I think we managed to make a listenable song out of it, which is always quite exciting.
And it doesn't sound like a Beach Boys song, really.
I don't think it does. I think actually, weirdly, I feel like that song sounds quite 80s. I don't know how that happened, but it sounds a bit like sort of like late 70s, 80s Fleetwood Mac almost. Well, if we're being complimentary to ourselves, we'd say that. But yeah, it's weird. It sounds a bit 80s. I don't really know how that happened.
Yeah, I saw him play a couple of years ago. Brian Wilson.
Yeah.
Still magical. Did the Pet Sounds thing.
With like the
incredible.
orchestra of amazing. I'd love to see that.
Cool. So I'm hoping you guys are going to do a gig in Brighton.
We are.
At some point. It may not have been announced yet.
We are. I can't quite announce it, but we have got one coming up. Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
cool.
it'd be silly, but I wouldn't want to say an exact date. But it's coming.
Not playing.
No, we're doing it. We're doing it later in the year. It's
Yeah.
quite a big one as well for us. So like really excited.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you in the middle of a tour now?
We're doing the in-store tour, so we're doing lots of shows like this in record shops, and then our proper headline tour starts on Thursday. It's quite a short one, but it's quite also, the venues. It's a step up for us. This one.
And you've had some great reviews, haven't you?
We've had a couple of good ones. Yeah,
We've been a couple of like 100%.
We've had some
reviews.
We've been fortunate enough to get some good ones.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Okay. Yeah. So what is it about the chemistry between you guys? Obviously you get on really well. If you're all songwriters, there's obviously people trying to get their voice heard sometimes.
I think the key is that we left a lot of our... I mean, we're all capable of being quite egotistical and definitely quite oversensitive, but when it comes to the creative process, we've kind of left that at the door a little bit.
Yeah.
I can remember when we first started, I would bring a song to the table, and the others might be like, that verse is really good, but that chorus is terrible.
Yeah.
And there's a moment when you're like, oh, hang on, and then you kind of let that go and you realise that you're all trying to serve the song.
Yeah.
Everybody brings bits in and they get tweaked. The method is that no one takes it to heart and everyone allows their own stuff to be tweaked by the rest of the band, to get the best result.
Yeah. Okay. And the Magic Game, where did that name come from?
It came from Christian, who also plays guitar and sings in the band. His idea for starting the band was that it was going to be this group of about 10 people who would like play in this sort of almost like psychedelic garage rock group where everyone would be playing percussive instruments and acoustic guitars. And that was the idea, so we called it the Magic Gang with that in mind. And then that kind of whittled down, and we ended up just as a 4.
Completely flipped.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Classic pop songs.
Yeah, exactly.
Excellent. Well, we're going to miss you guys in Brighton.
Thank you very much.
Obviously, you're still going to be around a bit.
Of course, I can't leave. I'm back here as much as possible.
Did you say your mum lives here?
No, my mum doesn't live here, but she lives in Bournemouth. But I've got a lot of friends who are still here, and so I'm always here basically. You can't get rid of me.
Sorry, did you go to music college here?
I didn't. I actually went to Brighton University and did an arts course there.
Right, and specialising in a particular area?
It was actually performance and visual art, which is a bit of a weird course to end up on.
It's called VPA, isn't it?
It was visual. It was actually PAVA, PAVA.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, so pretty much. But yeah, it was a great course.
Did you know what your career path was going to be?
No idea. I think I was just trying to prolong the inevitable for a little bit and do something creative for as long as I could until I figured something out.
Sure.
And then the band kind of came into fruition toward the end of the degree, so very fortunate in that sense.
So just finally, obviously this is all, I mean, you have been gigging and you've done quite a few gigs and you know, people know you to an extent, but now it's going to be like pretty much full time.
I hope so. The calendar's filling up. Yeah. I mean, we haven't had a moment where it's been like that yet. Like I think we're still fairly new to the touring thing. We don't feel like jaded or anything yet. So I think we're quite happy to have a calendar, a full year of touring. Sure. So I'm quite excited about that prospect.
Going abroad?
Yeah, we're gonna go to Europe in April. Do like a 2 or 3 week support tour there. And then we're going to go over there again in August and do our own headline tour, so that'd be great.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, very exciting times.
Absolutely.
Congratulations on the album again.
Thank you very much.
And
cheers.
we look forward to seeing you play in Brighton.
This is
Brighton's finest.
bringing the artists closer to you.
Juice.